Mine has survived Christmas, but that doesn't mean that the market has stopped. Choo-choo! Full steam ahead. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. And yes, leave a comment down below. Want to be walk away with a booster pack as per usual. And Kong's Cards still has... I can't believe they actually did a huge restock on this. But if you are looking for anything from this set in any sort of higher rarity or, you know, base rarity or whatever you might need, they have you covered. Discount code MCOL10 will save you on a purchase over here. Actually is double what we normally have for this. But if there is something that you are looking for out of this set, you have an opportunity to get it from both this and the nostalgia pool here as well. So it's really going to come down to what pieces you are still looking for collectability. All right. Ooh. This set has been bouncing all over the place again. A couple things to note here. OCG ban list kind of cratered Ryzeal into the ground with the banning of EX, kind of, I guess, sending fear down the backs of rank 4 duelists. But on the other side of the equation, Maliss is eating pretty good right now. The rabbit, white rabbit has actually gone up a lot. Looks like you're looking about 265 right now for these. And we're still trucking on along here, which I guess is fine. Dreadnator, though. Thank you for posting the Korean and lowering this. Always got to be one bad listing, but we're down to 132 for these. You guys remember when these were, what, like 200 plus? Not even a couple weeks ago. And, of course, the Maliss field spell actually, we were at one listing earlier. And I see that we've calmed down a little bit here from the $300 mark that we had, which is already still pretty disgusting as it is, but this card is definitely still making its rounds out here. Ice coming down to 130, Sword coming down to 120, EX coming in about 140 right now. I think a lot of people are kind of scared to touch this card because of the OCG list. Crips Harp coming about 120. Duo Drive, we're down to $85. I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's coming down. $80 White Rabbits, which is fine. Boxes are 88s now. Honestly, I don't think this is going to hit $70 a box anytime soon. Because you got to remember, with expected value and what you're kind of looking at in here, it's still holding itself up. Yeah, we had a lot of sales on Christmas, actually. People got that Christmas money and were like, yeah, I'm going to go buy a box. I mean, fair. The market after Christmas is always going to be one of those. We're going to kind of cruise through and do the thing. Dormouses are on buyout status. This is actually pretty bad. If you haven't bought your Dormouses yet, yikes. Field spell's going to be about 55. Chessy Cats, 60. This one's also feeling the buyout really, really hard. I mean, this is once again what happens when you print cards only available in one rarity, and we don't get QCRs on them. The MTP07 is also $50 right now. Misvas, we are at $47. White binders coming in about 42s, EXs 40s, Red Ransom about 40, and of course the White Rabbit coming in at 40, Sword coming in at 34. So yeah, even like the collector's rares doing a little bit lower. We're now at 36 now for the Maliss field spell. Sure, that's fine. Most of this stuff's coming crashing down, which is fine. The Ryzeal Cross, $20. I mean, that's pretty decent in my opinion. Duo Drive CR's $15. MTP, nice $10. Kaiva coming in as a nice $8 card, and I mean, if you've been wanting to pick up your Ryuji stuff, I mean, we've gone down. It's actually pretty good. I'll take that. Plasma Hole's also now a $6 card. Okay, and of course Ryuji Misfa. The large amount of sales for this is just because card's budget right now. So many people, everybody just kind of agrees right now that unanimously across the board, if there's going to be a deck that's going to do something in here that Konami wants to ramp up the power for, it's going to be Ryuji. If you already made two extremely strong archetypes and everybody's looking at these cards and they're going, these cards are just so cheap, you know, we may as well just pick up the rest of these. I mean, that's fine. You've already had 3,158 copies of this card moving between the network, which is already extremely a large number, but it just very much proves that people are looking at these going, hey, you know, this is good. Oh boy. Yeah, I just wanted to re-pull this back up. How bad is our sales data with this thing? 90, 87, 80. Yeah, all of these have moved in the last like 4 days. Okay. Legacy of Destruction. So actually what I wanted to look up was Yugi's cards. We are still technically missing a couple things from the Yugi archetype. I would imagine that we might eventually see. Looking at like the visual spoiler, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like another card out of here. A Red Eyes would be really, really nostalgic just to kind of throw in, because but I don't know. I don't necessarily think it'd be in the Yugi deck. We could get something Red Eyes, though, to work with Metal Morph, I guess. We already got the Flame Swordsman. We could just get a base form to search, because Zoa got its base form that interacts. So, it's not impossible. $60 now on the Nightmare Thrones. That's frickin' disgusting. Dragonlings are down to 53s. These boxes are down to 60s now as well. Oof. Oxwillas, 45s. Varudis, these are only like $56 for the QCR. Actually, no, these have gone up. 65 on up to 70. Ugh. Okay, so we've got some gas being distributed across there. $30 on the Wake Up Centurion. Your Minerva from this set is $35 now. And your Diablaze, $45. Okay. And then 48's on the Magician of Bonds and Unity. Okay, I mean, that's all very interesting. A lot cheaper than I initially expected this stuff to be. Diabellstar, $28 for the Pobbler. Your Shining Sarcophagus is $32, $34 now for this deck. Like, this stuff's really cheap. I actually wonder if at some point it'll take off. Vitus at $27 QCR. Future Silence coming in at $25. I love how they have a damage for $25, or I can just buy the Near Mint for $25. Wonder if people have heard of correctly listing cards. Couldn't be me. Silent Magician, $23. Okay, I see you. Gandora, $20. You can get another damaged one there for $20. Sure. But then these things are on up to like $26. These QCRs are really, really cheap for this deck. Like, genuinely, I am impressed with how we are looking on your expected market value for these. Varudis is also only a $20 card. For as much as we've seen this thing kind of bouncing around, everybody's kind of expecting a reprint for this. And once the reprint comes through, you're just going to nail coffin this thing, and it's all over. Like, 150% it's going to happen. The gadgets are also $20. I did mention a long time ago, I do think that this is definitely one of the better decks to be wanting to pick up. Okay. $16 Ragnarika Stag Sovereigns. Oof. Ragnarika Blooms, 17s. The Silent Swordsman's a $13 card. Sure. And your Ties of the Brethren, or Ties of the Bind, $13. Nightmare Throne regular versions are 13s, and it looks like your Shining Sarcophagus are coming in about $15 per base versions. Wow, Saphira is a $12. Oof, that's disgusting. $11 Diablaze. Yeah, Yugi cards are quite interesting. The Volboreal, the Dragon Undertaker, this thing's only $8. That's disgustingly low. $9 for the Dragonling. We've had a lot of fallout on that. The $8 Gold Pride, that's terrible. Gandora base is $6. $6. Pydra coming in. Actually, Pydras have been recovering in value. I didn't even realize this. Cool. Hey, good news, everybody. Pydra's heading up to $6 again. People are realizing, oh shit, the deck's not dead. Couldn't be me. Could not be me at all. And the gadgets, these things are also going up. These are like $5 to $6, which is, that's comedy gold too. All right. I kind of had a feeling that the Yugi stuff was worth looking at today. The Silent Magicians, those are all pretty cheap. Silent Swordsman cheap as well. Okay, what about our other friends out here? Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic. A Dark Magician QCR only being $35 on up to $40 is actually kind of insane to be thinking about out here in terms of your value. Your Ultra version, $2-3. It's not terrible, right? The Archfiend's Advent, this card is actually really cheap as well. You're looking at like $20 for this, which is also really nice. Your counterpart for the Archfiend's Advent going to be very, very cheap as well. These are surprisingly a little bit more than I thought they'd be. These are like $4 to $5. Okay. And one of my other favorite cards to keep an eye on, Mind Castling. I still think that this card is really, really cool in terms of its design. You're looking at $1.50 on these, which is not too terrible, I suppose. It definitely checks the marks for what we're kind of expecting, but Interesting. So in terms of your market today, I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed on some of the Yugi stuff and what's going on with, you know, Ryuji, Maliss, and so forth. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.